Okay. Hi, everyone. Here's your HMH lesson 2.7. We are going over making and confirming predictions. Before we start, we're going to be reading the story Working with Others today. Before we start reading that story, I want us to go over some vocabulary words. So for the vocabulary words, we have 4. Our first vocabulary word is blamed. In this picture, we can see the 2 kids pointing fingers at each other, and it looks like they're blaming each other, right? Blamed. All right, so blamed is when you think that, okay, so when you are blamed, someone thinks you did something wrong. So in the image here, they blamed each other for breaking the flower pot. No, it was her. No, it was me. They're blaming each other. Blamed. Our next word is argue. Look at the girls. Do they look happy? No, they look upset and they look like they're going to break that doll apart, right? They're pulling at it. They argue. So what does it mean to argue? When you argue, you speak in an angry way that shows you do not agree, right? She's speaking in an angry way. Look at their faces. They're angry. In the picture, Haley and Maria began to argue and pull at the doll. They're arguing here. Okay, the next word is respectful. The players are looking at each other, they're shaking each other's hands, they're smiling at each other, making eye contact, very respectful. So respectful words are words that are polite and kind. So look, they're being very polite and kind. The example says, it is always good to act in a respectful way with others, right? You treat me with respect, I treat you with respect, we're all happy. Our next word is practice. Practice. So it looks like the girl is practicing the piano and her teacher is teaching her. So she had piano practice after school. Practice is when you do something over and over and over again to get better at it. That's why I always say practice makes perfect. Well, we did it. We already did it. Practice makes perfect. The more you do something, the better you get at it. Okay? So we're going to stop there. We'll do booming next time. All right, moving on. You will go ahead and take out your HMH books. You're going to need, you're going to need to open your book to page 40, your HMH book, page 40, okay? Let's see. We are going to be reading the story Working with Others. Working with Others. Before we start reading the story, let's go over the anchor chart. Make and confirm predictions. So what we're really focusing on today is to make a prediction. A prediction is an educated guess. And then to confirm it. Was it right or was it wrong? You're not always right. No one's always right, right? So make and confirm prediction. Before you read, you make a guess or a prediction about what a text will be about. So like yesterday when we read the story Twister, we made a prediction before we read it. We talked about what is the story, what do you guys think the story is going to be about? We find evidence to help make the prediction, right? What we already know, text features, the genre, the structure of the text. What do we already know before even reading the story? I think this will happen because of this, right? Yesterday, some of you guys said, I think that they're going to be in the middle of a twister because the picture shows the kids screaming and the clouds are gray, right? Dark gray, black almost. As you read, stop to think about your prediction. Was my prediction correct? Yes, you confirmed your prediction. Keep reading. Or no, my prediction was not right. Adjust your prediction or make a new one, then keep reading. Okay? So it's important to always make a prediction and confirm and see if it's right or wrong. All right, so let's keep going. So informational text is nonfiction. It gives facts about a topic. As you read Working with Others, we're going to look for the main topic and details, heading that stands out, and we're going to be looking for photographs. So you know that informational texts include facts. Make a prediction or a good guess about the information you will read about in the story. Read to see if your prediction is right. If not, make a new prediction. So for this activity today, you are going to need your book, obviously, and you're also going to need your reading graphic organizer that Miss Selena or whoever's in here will pass out to you. It's in the pink basket under Tuesday, and it looks like this. It says make and confirm predictions. What I noticed in the text, my prediction, why I think so, and then was I right or was I wrong, and if I was wrong, revise it, right? Okay, so don't worry about that. We'll do it together. It's okay. Calm down. All right, so let's go ahead and start reading. Let's page through working with others. What do you guys think the genre is here? Is this going to be a fiction or nonfiction? It's probably going to be a nonfiction story, right? Because there are real pictures. There's a lot of, it looks like there's a lot of facts in here just by paging through and looking at it. All right, let's go ahead and listen to the audio to find out what teamwork and cooperation is.
Did you ever hear the saying, 2 heads are better than one? It means that sometimes you can do things faster and better if you work with a partner or group. To work well with others, it is important to cooperate. That means sharing, taking turns, listening to others, and respecting their ideas. Working with others can help you get things done, and it can help you learn from others too.
All right, awesome.
You work and play with other people every day. Most of the time, you get along well. But sometimes people do or say things that you don't like.
Right. What is the paragraph mostly about? It's mostly about a time you get along with people, right? And sometimes when you don't get along with people. All right, let's keep going.
Maybe someone takes one of your toys, or you are blamed for something you didn't do. Maybe someone calls you a mean name, or you feel left out. Maybe you argue with a friend. These things can make you angry. It is okay to feel angry sometimes, and it is okay to have conflicts with people.
All right. So going back here, what I noticed in the text, I noticed that this text is a nonfiction text because it has real pictures in it, right? So I noticed it was nonfiction. We said that at the beginning. We thought that it would probably be nonfiction, right? Nonfiction. And my prediction is that the story will be an informational story. That means it's a story that will give us information. So this story will be a informational story. And then why do I think that? Because there are real pictures, right? And facts. There, I'm going to write in cursive because it's easier. There are real pictures and facts. So yes, you have to write this down, but I know it's not very clear what is written, but it is clear what I am saying. So just write down what I'm saying. Don't worry about spelling too much. It's not too important. Now, as we're reading, was I right? Is it a nonfiction story that tells us information so far? Yes, yes it is. Do I have to revise my prediction? No, because my prediction is right so far. All right. Oh yeah, and then for the title, obviously you have to write the title of the story, which is Working with Others. So you're gonna write Working with Others. All right, anyway, let's keep going. See if we can come up with another prediction.
What do people do when conflicts make them angry? Some people yell and scream when they feel angry. Some people even hit other people. Yelling, screaming, and hitting do not solve conflicts. They hurt people and make problems worse. Some people walk away from conflicts. They want to be alone when they feel angry. They need time to calm down.
Okay. What is this paragraph mostly about? It's mostly about what people do when conflicts make them angry. What do people do? They hit, they yell, right? And does that solve the problem? No, it makes the problem worse. It does. It makes the problem worse. All right, let's keep reading.
Walking away is okay at first, but it won't solve anything. People need to work things out with each other. People should talk about their feelings. Talking can solve conflicts. Talking can make everyone feel better. We can solve conflicts without arguing. Take turns talking to let everyone share his or her opinion. Sometimes you will not agree with a person's opinion. Listen to what the other person is saying and ask questions.
What is the purpose of the pictures here? Look at the pictures. The girl here is upset. She's sitting by herself here. They're sitting in a circle talking to each other. Maybe to show how a group of children work things out by talking to each other. Look how here they're talking to each other and working things out. Have you learned anything that makes you want to change the prediction you made? So far, no. I predicted that this will be a non-fictional story, and it's probably going to be about solving conflicts and how to work better with people, and that's what it's about so far, right? All right, so how to solve problems. That's a good one. And I like how in the beginning here she says, well, walking away is okay at first, because sometimes when you're super angry, you may do something you're going to regret. So maybe walking away is a good choice, but it's not going to solve your problem. It's going to, diffuse the situation a little bit. That means, make it a little less tense, but the problem is still there. It's not going to go away until you talk about it. Okay, I like that. All right, let's keep going.
Use respectful words. Don't call each other names. Apologize when you are wrong. Make sure everyone has a chance to speak. Then you can solve conflicts together. Think of ideas to solve the conflicts. Decide which ideas will work best.
All right. So far, this is confirming my prediction. The information on this page confirms my earlier prediction, which is, yes, the author does give details about ways to solve a conflict. So the author is giving us details about ways we can solve the conflict. So what I noticed in the text are I also noticed pictures that will help us understand, right? So I'm going to write pictures. That help us understand what? How to solve conflicts, right? That says understand, but obviously it's not very neat. Okay, pictures that help us understand how to solve conflicts. So how to solve conflicts. All right. So again, my prediction is that it's an informational text that helps, assist you in solving problems. You're going to write that here. Like, I'm not going to write it because me writing with this mouse is really making my finger hurt. But so pictures that help us understand how we can solve, problems or conflicts. And then my prediction again, that in the story that the author gives us ways to solve our problems. So here you can write ways to solve our problems. And then why I think so, because in the story it gives us different situations. So you're going to write that here. In the story it gives us different scenarios or situations. And then were you right? Yes, you were. And that's that for this activity. Okay? All right, let's keep reading. If you want to pause the video now to get that down, you can. All right, now let's keep reading. Again, guys, don't stress out about this being perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's about understanding. As long as you understand in your head, then that's okay. Don't worry too much about writing. All right, let's keep going.
If you are stuck, ask an adult to help you solve the conflicts. Ask someone to help who will listen and not take sides. You might have to compromise. Compromise means both sides must give up something to solve conflicts.
All right. Let's keep going.
Solving conflicts peacefully takes practice. Work together. Solve conflicts as a team. Talk them out and everyone will be happy. Dealing with anger. What do you do when you feel angry? You might feel too angry to talk about how you feel. Here are some ways for you to calm down and get the anger out. Take deep breaths and count slowly. Write down what happened and how you feel about it. Draw a picture. Listen to calm music. Read a book. Take a walk or do some other kind of exercise. Pound on a pillow. Stomp your feet.
Okay. So again, this is just confirming my prediction. This is just confirming my prediction that the story is giving us ways that we can resolve our problems or resolve our conflicts. All right. Let's do the last page, talking things out.
Talking things out. When you feel a little better, it is time to talk. Here are some things to remember when talking things out. Tell the other person how you feel and why you feel that way. Be honest. Ask that person how he or she feels. Remember that your body also tells a person how you are feeling. Show that you care about what he or she is saying. Don't cross your arms or make faces. Look at the person you are speaking to. Do the same thing when the other person is speaking to you. Listen carefully to what the other person has to say. Wait for your turn to speak. Apologize when you are wrong or if you hurt someone's feelings. Try to find a way to do things differently next time.
All right, very good. So this is actually a really good story that will really help us solve our problems. All right, make and confirm predictions. What predictions did you make? We just talked about all this, so I'm going to skip that page. All right, if you go onto the prompt page, how do you solve a conflict with someone? Use details from the words and photos to explain your answer. So first we're going to plan. Yes, you're going to have to do this inside of your reading notebook, okay? So in your reading notebook, we are going to write an explanation that tells someone what to do to solve a conflict, okay? So you're going to write, to solve a conflict, you can, and then look in the story for ways that you can solve the conflict, okay? So one of them was you can talk it out with the other person. You can, let's see, what else did it say? Tell the other person how you feel. You can tell the other person how you feel. Let's see. You can listen carefully. You can listen carefully and apologize when you need to. So this basically, guys, you're just writing down ideas. So all I did is write down some of the ideas that I liked for this part. So the writing the explanation part. So that's only going to be a few sentences, maybe 3 or 4 sentences, a small paragraph. That's all you're going to do there. Miss Yusuf, can I write what you wrote? You can. I don't mind. Or you can write the points that you enjoyed the most on this page. This one here, talking things out, or the ideas that you liked most here with dealing with anger. Whatever one stood out to you the most, you can write those down, or again, you can just copy down what I did in your reading notebook. So if you want to do that, you can just pause the video now. All right, now moving on, this is what we're going to have to do in our reading notebooks today, and you have to use your brain for this part, okay? So it says informational text is nonfiction. It gives facts about a topic. You know that informational text has facts and details about a topic. What do you think you'll learn from reading I respectfully disagree? Okay, so you are going to, or actually, no, I'm sorry. Or I'm sorry, that's something else. That's something else we're going to do tomorrow. Right now, what I want you to do, though, but I do want you to do something where I need you to write for me, okay? So, again, here we just wrote down ideas. Now, on the next page, after you're done writing down the ideas, on the next page in your reading notebooks, you are going to write an explanation that tells someone what to do to solve a conflict in a certain situation. Okay, so you can say like, for example, in a situation where you are arguing with someone over who should, I don't know, what's something you guys argue over? I don't know. Who should line up first? In a situation where you are arguing with someone over who should line up first, and then give me ideas of what you would do to solve that problem. So you're going to give me a situation where there's a problem, and then you're going to give me examples on how to fix that problem. Okay? I just gave you an example of a situation where you're arguing with someone. You can give me a situation where you're fighting over a toy or over a book. Oh, I get that one a lot. In a situation where you are fighting over a book with a classmate. How can you solve that problem? Okay, that's a good one. I kind of like that one. If you want to do that one, you can. And I want you to give me reasons on how you can solve it. Okay, what can you do to fix it? All right, so that's what you're going to do. Now, I'm not looking for a big fat 2-page paper. I just want a paragraph, okay? You're going to do that in your writing notebooks. My onliners, you're going to do it in your writing notebooks as well. I want you to write it, and then you can take a picture and turn it in. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. This shouldn't be this big, fat, hard subject, guys, lesson. So just take it easy. If you have any questions, let me know. All right. See you later. Bye.